Hello, everybody. This is Dale Schweeman with the Schwee View. Tonight, our topic is elections. Why? We have elections every 2 years. Governors, sometimes four, sometimes six. Presidential, four, and senators, six. Now, why do we have elections? Every year, every time an election comes up, everybody pushes to get the votes out. Okay, and I done a show last Thursday. Um, I'm still talking about get out and vote. We've talked about different subjects on my show. Um, Last week was abortions. Abortion is a big, big issue. Okay. And I'm not going to tell you how to vote. All I tell you is get out and read, get out and look, figure out why to vote the way you're going to vote. Don't just vote because that's the way your mother did. That's the way your neighbors do. Don't just vote because that's the way your preacher says. Don't just vote because that's the way somebody else tells you to do it. Do your research. And no matter what, understand that the only wasted vote is the person's vote that does not vote. That's the wasted vote. It doesn't matter if the candidate you vote for wins or not. That's not the reason to vote because you only want to vote for the winner. Vote for the person you like, even if that means voting for the third person on the ticket. Vote for the person you like. Vote for the person you believe in. Don't vote for the person that you just feel is going to win because you want to be a winner. You want to be the one that voted for the winner. No, you vote for that individual that you feel is best. Make sure you understand what the candidate stands for. Okay, we've talked about educational issues on my show, on whether or not the person, who's responsible for educating. I believe it's the parents. The student goes to school and gets monitored by and given the formal touches by the teacher. But the parents have the responsibility of making sure that child is ready to go to school and then behaves properly in school. Then the school is responsible for taking care of the educational part. So make sure your candidate is willing to tell you how they believe in, how they feel, and who and what they believe in the educational issue. Okay, if you're not interested in education, or if you have a certain way on how education should go, make sure your candidate believes in the same way you believe. Okay, we've talked about historical monuments. We've talked the civil rights historical monuments. That's a major issue for me because that ties in with education. Okay, make sure your candidate feels and wants to push the same agenda you do. If you want to vote, if you feel like Nazi pushing is good, then vote for that candidate that is a neo-Nazi. But for all the rest of us, we want to vote for somebody who is going to actually push intelligent practices on things like the Civil War monuments. I'm sorry, I'll just touch on it again. My belief is the Civil War monuments are neither heritage nor are they racist. People can take anything out of it they want, but the Civil War monuments are treasonous. They are promoting the people that brought arms against the United States. No other war have we ever took the losers that attacked our country and promoted and put up statues and put their names on our schools and put their names on our federal buildings. No other war have we done that. This civil rights war, this war between our states, it wasn't our states, it was two separate countries. The Southern United Confederate States of the South broke away from the United States. That made them as complete. They got a constitution. They had everything. They created their own army, they had their own government, their president, And they crossed over into the Northern Territory. They created their territorial lines. They crossed over into the Northern Territory of the true United States, and killed people. That's treason. So therefore, no, we should not have any no recognition whatsoever for any Confederate individuals. Then none of that should be on any state, any government property, federal, state, local. No government property should have anything to do with Civil War, Southern, the Confederate Civil War. Nothing. Shouldn't. Okay, I'm not going to spend all day on that. We touched on abortion. Now, I have no problem with individuals that believe in pro-life or pro-choice. As I said on my show, my concern is, why has this been an issue for so long? 1970s, the Supreme Court ruled, Roe v. Wade, that women have the right to make this decision. Now, almost all other cases, whatever the Supreme Court says, we ride with. But this civil rights for women has been being reattacked and reattacked and reattacked and reattacked. They keep coming at it for every angle they can think of and every angle they can justify. My point is, I feel the real reason, and even if it's not the real reason, it still applies, that they want to ban abortion, make it illegal, because they want to be able to make sure more whites are born than blacks. So therefore, they can keep the majority white in this nation longer. Bottom line, my friend asked me, that seemed like a very racial tape you did the other night. Yes. No. She came to me and she said, it seemed like it was a little racist. I said, no, it should have been a lot racist. It was. Because what I see is our government. It does not matter. I've had good reviews on this. I've had great talks on this. But the point is, it's not a Republican or a Democratic issue. It's a political issue. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't promote one way or the other, Republican or Democrat. I am proud to say I'm independent. I can think for myself. And I ask each and every person that listens to me to think for yourself. Listen to what I have to say, but don't jump on it and run with it, hook, line, and sinker. Listen to what I said. One of my individuals text me in, telling me I need to read a certain book. And I did read the book, or I'm reading the book. Okay? Because that's part of education. Everything is education. Nobody should take what you hear the first time and believe it. Do some research. Keep digging. When President Trump says we have fake news, everybody has the responsibility to listen to the news and then look into where did that news get this information. Everybody has a responsibility to do their own research and dig to find out if the news they hear is credible. There's no way we should be talking about banning news. We should never want to censorship our country. We should never want to, in any way, attack or diminish the First Amendment. As well, we don't want to attack or diminish the Second Amendment. In both of these cases, the two most powerful amendments to our freedom, make sure whoever you vote for has the understanding that both of those amendments should not be changed. However, everybody needs to understand, with freedom, there comes responsibility. Just because you have the freedom to speak does not give you the right to use that speech derogatorily. Every person has the right to bear arms, but just because you have the right to bear an arm does not give you the right to use that firearm in any way you feel like doing. It's called responsibility. Freedom is not free. Freedom comes at a cost of our own choice to be held accountable and responsible for our own behaviors. Just because we're free does not mean we can or should do anything or say or anything we feel like saying. So tomorrow is election day. Today, to a lot of people as you watch this tape, vote, vote, vote. Even if you vote for the loser, vote. The only wasted vote is that of an individual who does not vote. All right, this is Dale Schweeman with the Schweeview. I ask you, share this, like this, and subscribe. I thank you, and please continue to type in your thoughts, your questions. I get back to them as soon as I can. Thank you very much. Dale Schweeman with the Schweeview.